Harvard, like all institutions at this moment, needs to become much more digital, much more savvy, internally, in all of our operations, and at the same time, we don't seem to have the people to make that happen.
As you know, this is a Harvard-wide initiative, a year-long experiment actually, that brings together students, faculty, fellows, staff members from across our wonderful campus to actually work on concrete digital use cases.
The impetus, I think, for the problem in a big picture sense was the recognition and realization, as many of you know, that this idea of physical locations where people come together and innovate, whether it's to build technology or to build applications or share ideas or become entrepreneurs, has exploded.
This is an opportunity not only to change the way we use technology on campus, but to use the data as we are changing it to evaluate the building of the technology. All of this means that we need to be able to pull the data in, have it used and evaluated by people who are not technologists.
One thing we don't have a map for is how we think about two things Laura's mentioned, the digital revolution and social identity. So we've had this giant revolution. Students have Twitter accounts, they have Facebook accounts, they have personal social identities, and the university has an institutional social identity. And there are good things about that and there are clunky things about that, but they're springing up all over, so we have to figure out how we interact between those two.
We want to craft and recraft our digital identity. We know we can be much more effective in the way we tell our story. And our story means many, many stories. We try to, our mission is to catalyze innovation and excellence in learning and teaching at Harvard.
The problem that we're interested in engaging with here is a broad problem, but also with a kind of site-specific component, and that is, what are all those screens doing in museum spaces? So, as museums, which are institutions that are deeply dedicated to creating, staging, structuring experiences of physical artifacts,
It was actually quite an interesting experience because we have students from the law school and the design school, Kennedy School, that's where I'm from, and just to see the different perspectives we all bring based on our previous experiences and our interest areas was quite fascinating.
I thought it was inspiring. I liked hearing about all of the challenges, but also the opportunities, all the people involved. It made it seem like a lot of things were possible, and it made me even more excited to be part of the initiative.
It was fantastic. It's particularly exciting because so many people here they represent so many different areas of the school, and the level of excitement that everyone feels and is bringing to the table has just made this so far a wonderful experience.
I'm also looking forward to seeing how this evolves as a community and the impact that it has on Harvard as a whole for collaborative learning and teaching and problem solving.
We're thinking both pragmatically about what's possible in terms of budget and funding and limitations of technology and evolution of technology, but also thinking creatively and theoretically about what it is that we want the space to be.
I hope to learn a lot. I hope to be part of a team that actually is able to make a difference and produce something that can impact the university and ideally people beyond the university.
The program has some amazing people in it. I was delighted by all the people who I got to meet, and we had a lot of fun together. So I think each of the teams is going to be in a creative mindset. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the teams do.
I'm looking to hone my user experience design skills to the project, as well as to collaborate with really talented people from around Harvard. And ultimately, I want to have a useful tool coming out of it that can be used by people at Harvard and beyond.
It was fantastic. It was really cool to see the different initiatives that are being worked on from my interdisciplinary teams, and I'm really excited to see this, what comes out of these initiatives in this cross-disciplinary space.
To have this opportunity to interact in such an engaging, inspiring environment with students and faculty and members of the administration is definitely very unique.
The structure of DPSI has been incredible so far, and we're excited to see what this group and this team working with us can do over the next year.
I feel extremely fortunate to have been selected and being able to have the time to commit to this, because I really think this could go places.
DPSI is a great way to work with students and mentors on an equal plane from across schools and disciplines and different ages to work on something practical that's going to make an impact here at Harvard and beyond, and you can own it.